did you just say, David?
At least you are now using your clothes.
At least now I'm using my clothes. Oh, yes, I remember. It was about depleting all your material that you have right in the beginning of trying to establish your YouTube channel, and then you write out of content, and how difficult it is for me being old, like I have mentioned before, staying completely alone, not really having much of a life or an exciting life going on around me, because in Port Elizabeth there's really not much to do. I can I can go to the shops to go and do some shopping, and it seems like in some of our shopping centers and shops you're not allowed to vlog, so that's not going to be an option. Um, I can go and visit friends. It seems like most of the people in my age group are self aware to have their faces put on social media or on YouTube because they don't like the way they look um, for the age group that they fall in. Um, then I can go to the beach, which is not safe to do anymore. And if you go into the water, you come back, your towel and your stuff will probably be gone, stolen. It's or you can go out to eat. So I can go out to eat with some people, um, which has actually gotten very expensive. But it will have to be during the daytime because it is dangerous to drive back by yourself after you've been out by yourself as a woman at night, because they wait for you when you come into your gate and into your garage, and you must walk from your garage to your house. That's where they ambush you. Um, so what else is there to do in Port Elizabeth? There's really not much. In Cape Town, you can still go to shows. I don't know, music shows, plays, and also maybe in Johannesburg, but not where I stay. I'm basically staying in a glorified town. They call it a city, but I think it's more a glorified town. Um, we used to call it the 5 minute city because you could get everywhere you wanted to be in five minutes, which is not really completely true because it was an 18-minute video when I took make David home the other day from here to Richmond Hill, and I think it's about a 31-way drive to our beachfront, where there's not Sea View or Kiniba or whatever, where there's some fun stuff, where there's a pier and where the boardwalk and your shopping mall is, and that's about a half an hour drive. So it's not really that, but um, you can get most places within a short period of time. It's not like Johannesburg or Cape Town where you sit in the traffic for hours and hours and hours on end. But the point is, there's really not much to do in Port Elizabeth. So now back to the fact that this video is really about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Believe it or not. So, as hard as it might be, which I find, and other people also, I read some of the comments on one of the channels, and so other people also said that it is really very hard. The stage of building a YouTube channel is really very hard. And also, I am now breaking one of the rules of YouTube. It's not really a rule, but people's concentration spans have become so short. That's why we have TikTok and video shorts. So chances that the people are going to listen to me rambling on for this long. Oh no, it's not that long. It's my eyes that's bad. It's only been like a half an hour so far that I've been rambling on. Okay, no, that's. Oh no. can't possibly be in half an hour already on my second take. I clean forgot that I actually this is part 2. Okay, so I've already been rambling on for another half an hour, apart from the hour that I've been rambling on the previous one. So I will call the previous one the preamble to Meghan and Harry, and this one is going to be Meghan and Harry. Now I will just merge the two together in one. And whoever watches to the end can watch to the end. Those that gets tired can maybe stop it and carry on watching when they are really, really bored and got nothing else to do. So although it is very, very hard, I find it very hard, and the people in the comments on some of the YouTube channels that actually cover how hard it is, and then they all say how to build up your subscribers within a few hours or within a few days, how to get 4,000 viewing hours, and it doesn't really, the tips that they give you doesn't really work. But the people are so desperate that they will go and click on those channels. I'm just going to take a sip of apple juice. Now, apple juice is the only thing, apple juice and grape juice is the only thing that I can drink at this point in time. Oh, good. Now I drip on my wonderful, fantastic notes that I've made. Some condensation. Just want to deviate again and just quickly talk about glasses. This is actually beer glasses. I think I've got 3 or 4 with different color handles, which came from my mother. Very nice. I've broken most of my cool drink glasses out, and I'm not going to, although I'm very tempted, because there's nothing so nice for me as to drink out of a nice glass, and because I can't drink alcohol, and I have some fascination with the goblets are becoming bigger and bigger, that people are drinking the alcohol from wine glasses, and but it's got some fascination for me. It looks so nice to drink your wine out of those big glasses, and even though there's only a little bit of wine in, they don't fill the glasses up to the brim that you drink like 500 mils of wine in one go. They only pour like a quarter of the glass full, but it holds some fascination for me. So I will drink. I don't have some of those glasses, and I must actually invest in some, because I will drink. I can't drink fizz at the moment. Like I used to like appetizer a lot. But I will drink like grape juice, red grape juice, or apple juice in a wine tumbler, just because it holds some fascination for me. So the girlie that I spoke, that I love watching, the one that's got the fascination with the 70s style, bohemian style, she loves glasses, and you cannot really be successful in bohemian style if you have my kind of brain, because nothing matches one another. If you go for thrifting stuff, thrifting is big. Thrifting is not big in South Africa, not at all. Actually, it's quite a booming, thriving business in some overseas countries, but not really here. And she thrifts. I suppose that's the only place where you can really buy 70s style stuff, if you thrift. And she's got a fascination for glasses. But then obviously nothing matches. Everything is sort of mismatched, unless you get a whole set of something. And then the complete random thread that came on my what YouTube throws out for a person to watch. because I go into certain stages where I will watch thrifting or whatever, and YouTube picks up quickly on that, and then they keep on pushing that. And uh, she actually was also thrifting and said that it doesn't really, but they thrift to buy and resell, and they actually make quite a lot of money just by doing that. They go and buy thrift in second-hand shops, and then they resell. I don't know where they resell, if whether that's what their YouTube channel consists of, that they have people that buy it. And she said that it doesn't really pay to buy a complete set of plates um, and pudding bowls and stuff, because people do not entertain as much in the way they used to in the olden days, which is true. Life has become so expensive, number one. And I think the high pulai, the socialites, most probably still do it. But my elder sister, for instance, also used to like entertaining, and she also said that they don't really do as much as entertaining as they used to, having people over to come and eat. She will do now and again, and then it will just be for a small group of people. So the tendency is not to do that anymore. So now you sit with all those crockery and nothing to do with it. Now, we used to have a huge dining room table in our childhood home. And my mom had 18 of each. So she broke that up into 3. So each of us got 6 of each. And so I have cut glasses and some fairly decent stuff. But what do I do with it? The trends have changed so much as far as cutlery and crockery goes. In those days, you used to get like a kidney shape, and I don't know why they did away with that, because that's actually very, very practical. You used to get a kidney shape salad bowl that fitted snug around the plate. I don't know how to use my hands to explain. That is not working very well. I'm trying here, but it's not coming across very well. But so when you were having your meal and you wanted salad, there was no gap between the salad plate and the actual dinner plate. So you couldn't mess salad or salad dressing from the one to the other. And you don't find that anymore, for instance. But the stuff that you get now, the glasses, they're bigger, they bold, it's just not the same anymore. So even if you entertain today, that's more for if you want to impress people. I don't know, but I've got cupboards and cupboards and cupboards full of those. We will, if people stick around and if they're interested in that and we ever get to that, then I should actually take it to our second-hand shops. My mom will probably, well, she's not dead yet, but but what do you do with it? It's just taking up space, where I could rather have had stuff that I use on a daily basis. Stuff for one, because I am only one. In any case, so how hard it might be to start a channel, I do find that there is one topic that takes off like wildfire on YouTube. And I suppose that I don't know, I only see a pinprick of what is out there to look at on YouTube, because YouTube will feed me what they pick on, what my interests are. And then it's actually not so good, because you end up only then looking around the things that you normally look at, and something that you might look at never comes up in your feed, so you never end up looking at it. Oh, no, 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 no. I must just go back to the glasses before I go on. I already lost my trail. The glasses. So, this bohemian girly whose YouTube channel I look at, and a fascination of the 70s and glasses, has bought what I think is a flower pot. I honestly think, I would know more about whether it's a flower pot or a drinking glass, because I lived during that time. That's my time period. Well, I'm still alive, but I was alive during that time. She wasn't. She just has a fascination for the old, which is nice. But and she loves drinking out of it. She does. But I honestly think it's a flower pot. And every time I see her drinking out of that, my mind says to me, she's drinking. She loves iced coffees. She's drinking her iced coffee out of a flower pot. It's a dark green stained glass. The drinking part of it, big, not a substantial size. But I think it's the I must just blow my nose. I'm back. But I think it is the stem part, the foot part of the glass that gives it away. It's very it's got a short little stem, and then the foot part is very detailed. It's got little bubble keys. I will see if I can find a photograph of something similar on Google, and then just put the photograph in that you can see, because I've got difficulty explaining it. And in my mind, it's definitely a flower vase. Okay, but that's now besides the point. But the channels that really, really, really make it, new channels, small new channels that pops up everywhere, and they keep on popping up, are the channels that is about Meghan Markle and just Harry. He didn't want to be a prince. He just wanted to be called Harry. And this is actually an experiment, because I'm going to put in the title. I didn't want to say this actually too early on in the video, because this is not a video that those people that really, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the people that used to, because I wasn't obsessed, but I wanted to see everything about when they got married and they were so popular, and then the scandals started, and the way she conducted herself, and the negativity started in, and yeah, people got hooked into that whole scenario, which has only escalated thus far, and I don't think there's going to be any end to it, and I will tell you why just now. But because those channels are doing so well, they keep on popping up. Channels that are 2 months old are just shooting off. If they drop a video within 2 hours, they've got like 25,000 views already. And then the subscribers just go. So if I really wanted to, I suppose, I can start another Meghan Markle Harry channel. Or actually, I don't think that it would work so well for me, because I don't seem to be able to focus. And the the people don't like to listen to other stuff. One of the channels, she's from the very beginning. She started out, and she's got such a bubbling personality, according to Taz. And I've been one of her subscribers, and I will, if I want to know anything about Meghan and Harry, that's one of the channels I will go to go and look at. I will always look at that her channel, because she's got a bubbly personality. I don't know how she does it. If she's got everything written down, or if she's just a good talker. But it's definitely not like me. And she's also not all over the show. She is very focused. But they like camping. Taz and her husband likes to go camping, and she's also keen on rescuing dogs. And then what the people do is, then in the comments they get ugly, and they say to her, according to her, I don't read all the comments, and they will then say, they don't want to hear about her personal life. They're not interested in her dogs, or if to see stuff when she and her husband have gone camping. They are only interested to hear about Meghan and Harry and the royal family. And like she said, it's her channel. If you don't want to listen to it, then skip over it. Or there are now so many other channels on Meghan Markle and Harry that you can go and listen to, that you really do not have to listen to somebody's channel that you don't want to listen to. I used to listen to a channel called River, and I'm going to read. Going to read all the channels that there are on Meghan Markle and Harry, and that is only a drop in the ocean. That's only the feeds that I see, not all the feeds that there are. River, and then he calls his channel Welcome to This Broadcast. He is in drag. He's basically a drag queen. And he has got a following bar none. He drops a video, and there is like in the thousands of views within an hour. Now, I personally think that he has schooled his channel on Lady Colin Campbell Chatting with Lady C channel. There's lots of indications that I observe that he has copied her. The way that he dresses as a drag, the fact that he reads people's comments or questions. Then he's got this little fan that if he laughs, cackles, that he would open the fan. I don't really know what's the purpose of that. He just started to irritate me, so I really don't go onto his channel anymore, because I can't. His voice started to grate me, and I think what we had a little bit of not a little bit, it was an exchange of 3 comments when when it comes up on my feed, he hasn't changed that bit. Maybe it struck a chord a little bit too close to home, but I took offense, and that's why I haven't gone back onto his channel. When he addressed his followers or subscribers or whoever went onto his channel to view that specific broadcast, fruitcakes. Nobody's fruitcake. And I think you're a bit fresh if you call other people fruitcake when you seems to be the biggest fruitcake of them all. But he had some spiel that he spinned in the comment to my comment, because I actually commented that just call your subscribers something else than fruitcakes, please, because I find that as an insult. And to him there was some love to the term, calling the people that listen to his channel fruitcakes. And I actually stopped watching him there. But he's got a huge following. And I am not homophobic. I am definitely not homophobic. But well, I just lost my taste for his channel. And then there's another lady whose channel I actually like to watch. She's very organized and prepared on her channel, but she's mainly a faceless YouTube channel on Meghan Markle and Harry, Sue Smith. And then I actually got the idea that she struggles with the same health issues that I do, because it transpired sort of um, not not being said in so many words, that she is often feels too tired and energyless to get out of bed or to um, put on some good clothes or give her hair attention. And it really is like that. I always say that I like to look ugly. I'm one of those people that really I prefer to look ugly. It's less stressful for me to look ugly, and it's a lot of effort for me to get dressed, to fuff with my hair, to put makeup on. By the time that I'm done, I'm tired. Then I've already depleted most of my energy, and now I must go out. I just, for some other reason, I think there's some other psychological issues behind that as well, which I will discuss in another video. But my preference is to look ugly, and often, when not often, that often is definitely not the correct word to use here. But when I do go to a little bit of trouble with myself, when I wake up and I have a little bit of extra energy, then McDavid will always make a comment, and then the comment that will follow will always, because I don't see you looking like this very often, which is true. In Now, then apparently she got attacked by some of the watchers to her channel that said that she should really be a little bit more attentive to her appearance before she goes onto her channel and comb her hair and whatever. And I thought that, that's a little bit fresh also. That's really insulting somebody. Don't go on a channel. And she stopped actually showing herself because the people were that nasty. And it's not everybody's personality or priority to try and looked all smocked up and dollied up, if that is not really what you look like. And now I'm at fault, because at this point in time, I'm still taking great care and effort to sort of look presentable. I will definitely not look like this if I am going to do my gardening videos, because if I do my gardening videos, I am in clothes that's really been downgraded to the point where it's now really on its last legs. And I really get into it myself. I'm down there into the soil, and I mess up my clothes, because soil stains do not wash out of your fabric very easily. And my mom always say, but it's understandable if you think that the old Bushmen, some of our native tribes, used to use clay mixtures to do their Bushman drawings in the caves and stuff. So there are pigmentation in soil that can stain, that you will not just get out. So my gardening clothes I'm not in a fashion parade or trying to impress anybody. If I'm in the garden, I'm going into my garden to get the job done. And well, they were that ugly to her, and now just, like I said, it's not everybody's priority to look dolled up all the time, if that is not really what you look like, if you look a certain way 90% of the time. In any case, that was her channel. So I think that there is definitely a little bit of some sort of obsession going on, and I have become a lot more lukewarm in my fascination with Meghan Markle and Harry. I'm actually getting a little bit bored and tired of of it all the time. And I will tell you now why. I'm just going to read to you. And I am guilty of it because I do watch some of these channels. I do prefer to watch some of the older channels that started when Meghan Markle and Harry got married. And then I do get sort of bombarded with all the new channels that's also starting on Meghan and Harry. Pardon me. That really explodes. So there must be a huge fascination with them, which I don't think is going to die down soon. Somebody said on these channels that Meghan Markle is the gift that keeps on giving, and as long as she keeps on giving for as long as that length of time, there will be channels and new channels springing up covering Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And I think that this circle will continue until the day that Meghan Markle and Harry divorces. And I think then even after that the saga will go on, because there's now supposedly 2 children involved in the mix, which we never see. I think unless maybe Harry then remarries somebody else, that Meghan Markle will still sort of be in the spotlight, self-made spotlight, pushing herself into the spotlight. And because there's 2 children, and maybe she would have pushed herself to being constantly on people's lips all the time, that she will then stay there and will be able to ride that wave for a little bit longer at that point in time. But these are the channels. There is the British Royal Arise. He's a very, very new channel. It's the Indian guy. The Body Language guy, I like looking at him. I will definitely carry on looking at him. He also became extremely popular. Chatting with Lady C, Lady Colin Campbell. According to Taz, I like her channel as well. River, I've touched on River. Then Murky Meg. Bookworm is a South African channel. Celt, Lilani from Barbados. She's good satire, very funny. A nice relaxing watch on Meghan Markle. And remember, all these channels, old and new, are on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So what happens, and you can clearly see it, is that they sort of take from one another. Because if there's like the recent Papal organized shopping spree that Meghan Markle planned, so that she can be in the limelight. So everybody in these channels will now be covering that pap walk, those photographs, and it will be a discussion on those photographs. Then somebody picked up for the vanity cover that she had the same kind of choker necklace on, Meghan, for the front. She was on the front cover of Vanity, that Lady Diana wore at in some picture. Then they now compared that, because Meghan Markle likes to copy other people. She likes to channel Lady Di. She thinks that she is Princess Diana reincarnated. Then she also at times copies Princess Catherine. Then she also copies Wallis Simpson. Why on earth she would do that, only she would know. But then there's also times where she has copied Kim Kardashian. She copied Angelina Jolie. So there is just copying going on all over the show. She also at some point copied Jackie Kennedy, I think. So there's no authenticity to Meghan really. But I think that people are underestimating her intelligence just a wee bit. Because I think there's method to that madness. Because she knows for a fact that if she copies somebody, that it will be picked up in the media, because the people like to do that. And that everybody will then do that comparison of her, and all the YouTube channels will be covering that. And she knows that. So I actually think that she does that on purpose. Also when she acts stupid, or with the lies that she tells, because there's no way that you can fib that much. And the people are actually calling you out on the lies that you tell. And then you will go and show your face again and telling some more fibs again without feeling any shame. So I think that she's doing it on purpose, because then everybody then again is on the lies that she's telling, and everybody is then zooming in on that and milking that dry. And I mean, as long as Meghan Markle does that, and people, the channels, the YouTube channels can profit of it, because that's why most are on YouTube, is to get monetized. So why not? You know, if it's an easy way of getting your channel monetized, why not? If you get the viewers, you get the subscribers, and everybody in that vicious circle is actually benefiting from it. Make no mistake that Meghan Markle and Harry, not so much Harry, because I think she can do without Harry, but that she is benefiting from that. And also, there's a wider circle to that. The charities that will still invite Meghan Markle and Harry to come and be speakers at their events, or the award ceremonies that get them to come and hand out awards. The Spotify with her disastrous podcasts, Netflix with that and highly anticipated documentary that's going to come out, Vanity with the interview that they had with her, the Cut magazine with the interview that they had with her. They all benefit from it because it puts their name out. Every time the people, that the channels and the news, the media outlets, the news channels are having these discussions then about Meghan Markle and Harry, they are getting the publicity. There is a saying that all publicity is good publicity. It doesn't matter if it's bad or good. And obviously Meghan Markle doesn't mind bad publicity. All she wants is she wants to be out there all the time. She wants to be relevant all the time. She wants to be in the limelight all the time. She wants to occupy the video channels, the topic of discussion of news networks, of talk shows. That's all she is interested in, and she is very successful in doing that. So as long as the people are watching it and are making content over it, they mustn't complain then that Meghan Markle and Harry doesn't want to shut up, or that they are not disappearing into the woodwork, because we are giving them the light of day. We are doing exactly what Meghan Markle and Harry wants us to do. We are talking about them all the time. And in effect, if you really think about it, it doesn't really matter what we say on the channels when we talk about Meghan Markle and Harry. They are more the topic of discussion, and they are more in the public eye. And in effect, you can say they are more popular than the actual royals, because we give them more attention, we give them more of our time, of our minds, than we actually do the actual royals, and that is a fact. So Meghan Markle and Harry is actually not unpopular. They are actually extremely popular, because we just cannot get it over our hearts to ignore them. We just can't let the compulsion go of not climbing onto the bandwagon and not to cover and discuss and show the latest shenanigans of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And that is actually the crux of the matter. And not a single one of these channels or news channels will not do it, because it's getting them into the limelight. It's generating revenue for them. Okay, then there is Sky News Australia. I do like to watch their covering of Meghan Markle. Dan Houghton, Meghan Kelly, Piers Morgan. We all know of the tiff between Meghan Markle and Piers Morgan, that he actually walked off his Good Morning Britain, I think, show. Untold Royal Secrets. This is all channels that gets thrown onto my feed, and I'm sure there are many more that I don't see. GB News, Neil Sean's Daily News Headlines. I like to watch his one, and he's a fairly a new channel, not an old channel whatsoever. But you should go and look at the subscribers and the viewers that this guy gets on his coverage of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Meghan's Mole, I like to listen to her as well. The Working Team, I think they're also one of my favorites. I don't like the Royal Grift, or do I? There's 24,000 views in 6 hours after posting. Then there's Paula M., Dr. Todd Grande, UK Royal Crown, HD Tudor, Cine Trends, that's a fairly new channel, Sue Smith, Padina, Reformation, Royal Family Story 2. That's my guess. I had no idea that there was a maximum recording time on your phone. Because that video just promptly and abruptly stopped in the mid-sentence, and my phone says you have exceeded the maximum recording time for one video. Okay, so I am almost done actually, I think, but I must end it up, because I start my videos just out of the blue, and I also just end them without having like a more professional closing or ending. So I must work on that. Yes, but I do not have plans to become another Meghan Markle and Prince Harry channel. I was actually doing this as an experiment. So the experiment is that I'm going to put Meghan Markle in the thumbnail of the video, and I'm going to put Meghan Markle in the description, in the title of the video. Excuse me. Oh, My sister would have said, "Oh, there she's going again." I don't want to make this about my health problems. I keep on promising that I will do a separate video on my health. It's not only going to be a one video, it's obviously going to be an extended um, series, but that I will talk about all my health issues because it's a lot. And it's also interesting. It's interesting from the point of view that it is strange things um, that is not very common. It's not like a common illness like cancer, but debilitating nevertheless. So the experiment is I just want to see how much traction the video will get if I put Meghan Markle in the thumbnail and if I put Meghan Markle in the description, no, in the title. This is not the kind of video that, obviously, that's why I brought the story up of Taz up. This is not the kind of video that the Meghan Markle, the Meghan Markle fans, actually not fans, will watch because they like to get the dirt on Meghan Markle and the making fun of Meghan Markle, and this is not really the type of video that they would like the opinion or the take, the point of view that they would appreciate, although it's the truth. They all complain in the comments, but they are not prepared to let go of their obsession, and I do think that it is in some ways an obsessive, whether it is mildly so or whatever, fascination with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And I don't think the material will ever dry up. Like I said, I think that vicious circle, as long as everybody keeps the wheel rolling, that wheel will row until it is ended by a death or something. And like I said, why not? If you can be successful and you can tap in this gift that's always giving, then why not? And I mustn't say that I will never maybe go that route, because it really seems like a done and dusted recipe for success to start out a new YouTube channel on YouTube, believe me or not. And I think that is about all my thoughts that I have to share and discuss with you for today. Whether I'm going, this is short. No, I cannot be rambling on for 16 minutes already. I will either sort of put everything in one video, or I will have to slice it as a part 1 and a part 2 and a part 3. And maybe I will put the Meghan Markle in part 2, because I really apart from the fact to say a few times that this video is really about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, I think I never even came to discuss anything about Meghan Markle and Harry, which is actually not really what the video was all about. The video was actually about the traction that the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry videos do get, and it's an easy recipe for success. Okay, so I think that is it for my ramblings for today. And I hope that you will sort of watch past the first 5 minutes of my video. And even if you get tired of listening to me, or what I have to say is very boring, maybe do it in stages. I should actually concentrate on making shorter videos and keep my mind more focused But that is why I say you are in conversation with Sunette, because um, one thing sort of takes me in the direction of something else. So unless I make notes of it, then making a new video just on that, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be my style. I think my style is not going to be this. Whether it's going to work and be successful or not remains to be seen. So you all must look after yourselves very well. And I don't even know why I'm going to end it like this, because at this point in time I'm pushing out the videos. So maybe I'm going to make a separate video with this, and then I can just add it onto the back of every video. I think that's what I'm going to do.